Alright guys, Furkage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are again on One Punch Man World. And on today's video we're gonna do Impressions Arms tier list. We're gonna rank all the impression arms that we have in the game, more precisely mainly SSR impression cards, our arms. I will explain everything, okay? But we're gonna rank them from God to the C tier, and then the last tier is like questions. Maybe I won't be sure for some of those, okay? Because I just don't have them. But I know roughly where I would put those impression arms, even though I don't have it. Okay, anyways, let me start immediately. The two most broken impression arms are from the Zombie Man and free-to-play Genos, okay? Of course, in the beginning of the game there were certain missions, and there you were able to choose one free SSR impression arm. Your choice should be between Zombie Man and Genos. Why is that? These are the most broken impression arms in the game. Why is that? So if I look at the Genos impression arm, boom, all allies gain might until the end of the battle and 40% of Genos Cyber of Justice composure reduction stats. This effect increases by 100% for overpowered type characters. When used actively, the skill deals composure damage to the target that is equal to 2000% of Genos Cyber Justice composure reduction. If the target is weak overpowered type, damage increase is times 5. Okay, so super broken buff for literally every character in the team, and as well composure reduction. That means you're gonna break the character, the opponent so much faster, and this is like super important impression arm. The same goes for the Zombie Man. Pretty much everything is the same, but here, if the target is weak to assault type characters, then he multiplies the damage by 5. But everything else is the same. All allies gain might until the end of the battle, granting them 40% of Zombie Man composure reduction stat. And again, this effect is increased by 100% for assault type characters, and then deals 2000% of Zombie Man composure reduction. So again, you're gonna break the character so much faster, you're gonna do bigger damage, because as well here you will get the increased crit damage. So getting that crit rate up would be really essential as well for the Zombie Man overall. Okay, so this is the two god tier impression arms, at least in my eyes. You're gonna tell me, do you disagree or not? And now we have the S tier. Okay, the S tier are the ones that I pulled. Where it is? 1 second. Yeah, here it is. So Hellish Blizzard and Silver Fang. Okay, this is the two really crazy impression arms. This is something that I managed to pull in literally one multi. So yeah, here it is. Immediately heals 36% of all allies max HP. Technical type characters gain an additional 80% of Silver's Fang max HP. This is super good because you can use it 2 times during the match, and literally you low-key cannot die. Okay, with this one you low-key cannot die. The same goes for the Hellish Blizzard. Immediately heals 36% of all allies max HP. Assault type characters gain an additional 80% of Hellish Blizzard max HP. So the best support impression arms, and definitely one of the most valuable impression arms in the game. Although still Zombie Man and Genos are more important overall, because at the end of the day in this game, doing the damage, doing as much as possible damage is more important than actual heal. Okay, now let me continue. Terrible Tornado, low-key, I'm thinking between S and A tier, but just because how broken this one are because of the heal, I'll just put it in the A tier. So Terrible Tornado. Why A tier? Don't get me wrong, her SSR impression is actually really good. Each negative crit increases the damage. Grants all allies immunity to paralysis, rupture, and coma, while immune attack against enemies that trigger coma, paralysis, or rupture debuffs will also reduce their defense by 8%. Oh, that's... what? Okay, sorry. I was like, what? Yeah, grants all allies immunity to paralysis, burning, and coma. Burning is super important. When immunity is in effect, attacks on enemies generating coma, paralysis, blah blah blah, reduces their defense by 8. Again, realistically, Genos, Zombie Man, boom. then the support part, boom, and then yeah, terrible tornado can be here. This can be extremely helpful overall, especially here. Increase the crit damage, and you're building up the terrible tornado with the crit rate up, hopefully, and then here you get that immunity, and also you lower the defense of opponent by 8%, which is pretty solid overall. Still not the craziest impression arm, not the impression arm that you need to have, okay? So you can chill, but still all impression arms are really valuable at the end of the day. Have that in mind. Okay. Now, this is the two characters that I don't have, but their impression arms are working really similar. I need to double check something, but we're gonna go in a little bit analysis here. Puri can go here as well. Metal Knight will go here as well. Okay, and then the pretty much Snake will go here in the A tier as well, and I'll explain why. And then we have here pretty much, I would put like this: Mustachio, BBB, bum bum bum. Okay, Genos can go here as well, and then at the end we're gonna place this tree. Okay, and this one we don't have. Okay, let me now explain everything. So, Metal Knight, let me talk about him since I have him. His impression arm is working really similar to the terrible tornado, but not exactly, okay? Each negative crit increase damage, okay, that's how he works. Grants all allies immunity to paralysis, rupture, and coma, okay? While immune attacks against enemies that trigger coma, paralysis, or rupture debuffs will also reduce their defense, okay? But it's not like... This type of impression arm is not like the craziest that you can do just fine without that overall, but still this can be helpful. If you have that coma, paralysis, rupture, 100% worth it. Okay, so that's about Metal Knight. That's about Metal Knight. Yeah, Snake. Okay, why he is so high? Even though he's an SR character, even though I still didn't fully build him up, but shout out to Pika, he pretty much used this Snake a lot. And bro, if this Snake, I was checking a few things, but this guy is doing such a crazy damage. I will build him up. I need to build him up ASAP, bro. I need to build him up. His impression arm applies heal to two allies for 8 seconds, restoring 3% of max HP per second. Overpowered type characters will gain an additional heal so overall, if you don't have a Silver Fang impression arm nor Hellish Blizzard, you can use him. And because of that, although he won't heal that crazy, but still because of that, how valuable it is, he can go into A tier in my eyes for sure. Okay? These three characters here, I will leave it for the end because I don't have them. Now, these SR characters right here, I believe it's pretty obvious why they're B tier. I mean, let we take an example here. Genos. Okay, he's SR. He is applying encouragement to yourself and one ally for 60 seconds, granting a 24% attack bonus. Morale attack stats increased by 60. Again, can be helpful for doing that bigger damage, but that's pretty much it. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy. About Lilium. Applies might to yourself and ally for 60 seconds, granting 30% of triple staff Lily composure reduction stats. This effect increased by 100% for technical type characters. Again, nothing too crazy, but still can be helpful overall with that might. You know, it's not for everyone, but one ally will also get that. So that's pretty solid. A Mustachio applies might to the character and ally for 60 seconds, granting 30% of Spring Mustachio composure reduction stats. This effect increases by 100% for overpowered type of the character. Again, applies might to yourself and one ally for 60 seconds. Again, that composure reduction. Like, all of this is super similar So you're like healing, restoring HP. Okay, this one, low-key, I can put it a little bit higher, but still Snake is way more valuable unit than him in my eyes, okay? So that's why he'll be a little bit lower in the tier. Again, heal, like literally they have the same. Then the Iarion has reset, paralysis, coma, and rupture accumulation for all allies. If the above debuffs have been triggered, grants allies immunity to these effects. Applies encouragement to yourself, techniques, so again, bigger damage. And that's pretty much that. Okay. Saitama has that reset, paralysis, coma, rupture, accumulation for all allies. If the above debuffs have been triggered, grants allies immunity to these effects. And that's pretty much it. Now, for the max, we have here, again, encouragement to yourself, one ally for 60 seconds, granting a 24% attack bonus, and increasing assault attack stats by 60. Again, there's just much better impression arms out there that you can use for much better buffs, but still can be somewhat usable, for sure. Okay, but nothing too crazy. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Now, let me find, because I'm not sure for Sonic, Saitama, and Puri. I believe they definitely need to be in the A tier, but let me just double check a few things. Okay guys, so Sonic, why his impression arm is in A, really good impression arm. Increase crit damage. That works really well for him by 10%. This is what we'll give to the Sonic, which is huge. And then he has applies encouragement to all allies for 60 seconds, granting 40% attack and 100% technique attack bonus. Okay, and then Saitama, for each skill on CD, increases the damage of normal attack, okay, stacks up to 2 times, applies an encouragement to all allies for 60 seconds, granting a 40% attack bonus and increasing morale attack stats. So the same pretty much as the Sonic itself, okay? And the Puri is for the, like, let me double check. I don't have Puri Prisoner, so I'm not 100% sure, but if I am not mistaken, I believe the best for him is actually our impression arm, like no joke, because of that heal that he can be. He's really hard to kill overall. So yeah, Puri, one of those characters that many people underestimate, but it's actually super good. But anyways guys, this is the SSR impression this is the impression arms tier list. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe. Have in mind this is not the hero tier list, impression arms, so you don't get any type of confusion here, okay? Leave a like, subscribe, your opinions in the comment section below, and yeah, see you next one. Bye.